we have the UAS Front gap filler front grill inserts that go below the lights and above the front bumper of the Polaris slingshot. They come available from years 15 and up. They are available in a raw gel coat black finish like this. Also a black textured finish that matches the factory plastic, or you can get them custom painted. They will come with alcohol swab, tape, 2 brackets, 4 screws, 2 bolts, 2 nuts, 2 washers. You will need an 8mm wrench, socket, possibly a 13mm socket, and possibly a crowbar. You will need a 9/64 drill bit or similar, big enough to go into this hole of the bracket to allow this to go through, and obviously a Phillips screwdriver bit. So the first thing you will do is dry fit the panel onto the slingshot. So what you do is you place it on here, and you make sure that this line right here is in line with the end of the light. Once you have that, you go ahead and set the back, and where this angle is, this angle will intersect where this factory piece is going. So it'll sit and look like this. Now, if it doesn't line up quite, or this is off, or it's too tight or too loose somewhere, what you will do is you will actually loosen one of these bolts, or all of these bolts just slightly. This one, this one, this one, this one. On a 17, it's slightly different, but very similar. I believe there's one bolt down here. You will loosen that. If you still can't get it to the line, then what you do is you take the crowbar, and there is a tube right there that you can lift. You stick this in, and you can lift carefully not to hit the light. You can lift this up in case this is down. Several slingshots that we've worked on, this headlight is down for whatever reason. The other thing is, which is very common, there's another tube right here, and again, this can adjust the tube. You can go in, out, down, and up. You may have to jack the slingshot up. That's only if you've hit something, or if it was misaligned during the factory, or something's wrong. So now that it lines up, what you'll do is take the double-sided tape. You will cut it in half and apply 1/2 all the way down the back of the pod where it will adhere to the slingshot. Once you adhere it, once you have it on there, you'll go ahead and line it up one more time to make sure it fits. And then go ahead and peel the tape off and stick it on the slingshot. Do not worry about this. Where this is, this will line up here and line up here. What you'll do is you'll take the drill bit and go ahead and pre-drill this hole, and then you will set this screw in right here. Do not over tighten this, it's fine, just nice and snug. This, as you can see, still moves, but once it's stuck, it won't move as much. So you want to push it back to where this line lines up with here. And it follow the same thing. Go ahead and pre-drill that and put the screw right there. Now this will be not attached to this. So what we do is we provide a bracket. The way the bracket goes on is the hole, the side of the hole goes up. So again, you want to dry fit it to make sure that is wrong. Do you see how it's sticking past there? So go ahead and take the other bracket and put it on here and dry fit it. This is level with this here, and this sits behind here. You go ahead and undo the double-sided tape and stick it even with that spot and this spot right here. You will then take the drill bit and drill straight through here into the plastic, and then you go ahead and bolt this right there, and you'll put the nut and then the lock washer up there, or not the lock nut up there, and then you go ahead and do this. So once now this is merely to stop it once it's in from the wind pushing this piece back. This has been tested at speeds well in excess of any posted speed limit in the United States. So we know that this does work. The reason we don't want this attaching or adding another screw here is because as you drive, as you hit things, as the slingshot itself adjusts or something goes wrong, this is not connected to this and you will not break this part. So that pretty much wraps it up. Before you double side tape this down, you want to use these adhesion promoters to just clean off the surface of the slingshot and also the back of the panel on the very bottom. Just one nice wipe here and one there, so you have a nice, good, solid adhesion. Again, we are UAS, and this is the front filler. This is what it should look like when it's installed.